Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Cats. We're playing Aviary Attorney and we're asking, what's his name? Monsieur Rougiel, about stuff. About your housemate. I don't want to tell him about the housemate, I feel like that would be mean to her. What happened on the night of the murder? Baron Rougiel. Baron Rougier, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh ho, am I in trouble? We'll see. That remains to be seen. Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone. That's not the right voice for you. I'm just asking questions, Baron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer. Are you gonna do the... Listen well, Garçon. I make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week. I pay extortionate amount of taxes to the government so that law lackeys like you can keep your cozy jobs. And yet you have the audacity to waltz into my own home and accuse me of being a murderer. You have 10 seconds to get off my property or I will ensure the next trial you attend will be your own. Okay. Well, that didn't go well. Don't say anything. What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with tact and finesse. Shut up. What was it you called me? A drunken warthog? I don't need this. I'm going back to the office. Oops. Well, I hecked that up. But I don't think we need to get anything else out of him. Hopefully. We do have his cigarette butt. At least that teaches me to be a little more careful about how I talk to people. Wow, my birds are being really loud. They're very excited that I'm playing Aviary Attorney, okay? Let's go visit the photographer. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. Ahem, the magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robito de Robinho, is currently out on artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I don't know, but my birds are really loud. I think it means that he is a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Okay. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. I don't want to ruin his photo. But I feel like if I... Oh, crap. I didn't want to... We should... We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe. Monsieur JayJay Falcon, I've never thought a man of justice like you would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarianism. You're right, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss first? What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we can find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Now we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky? I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for Swanky. He's right. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case or get out. Alright. It looks like there's only a few things here. I don't think the chandelier will help. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not sure quite what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. See a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways. It's a black smudge, Falcon. This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. Leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it this as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Guess we're gonna go in the dark room. Hey Falcon, look! What, it's just an easel? No, look what's on the easel. Oh wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Caroline. I think that's Seigneur Putois, Caroline's father. So, what shall we do? Do we just take this? This is a hard decision. How do I play this game? Oh my god. I want to examine it, but I don't want to take it. Because then I'll be a thief. Like, straight up a thief. And they'll know that I broke in here, so we should leave it. No, that would be a big mistake. Every half-competent lawyer knows that stolen property can't be used as evidence. So we've learned some valuable information by seeing this photograph in person. I suppose so. Is there anything else we need to do here? Select an area to examine. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings? It's a little illegal. Well, it's illegal, yes, but we're trying to solve a murder case, so it's forgivable. Oh, so you're saying a small act of evil is justifiable if it results in a greater good? Don't put words in my beak. Alright, I think we should get out of here, ASAP. Let's look at this fancy chandelier. A chandelier! You should get one of those for the office. I don't have money for that sort of luxury. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh. Oh, mon dieu, what happened to my door? I'm gonna lie. Some kids did it. Little weasel types, we saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. Maybe I should have told the truth. Alright, let's go to the Palace of Justice. Is this... Oh, I guess this is France, so I should be speaking in a more French accent. But I guess it's a little late for that. I already have kind of my weird, not English, American accent. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you nervous, Falcon? Yes. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days. We've only had 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame? Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this. Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do? No, we've got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about this case. That's wonderful. I know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Oh, we will. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. Oh, what is this really well-rendered bird judge? Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everyone here? JayJay Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabington present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn. That's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Ha, I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? No, he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
I choose my exercise to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are the jury all present?
All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Hey Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assesseurs, the associate judges. Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session of the trial of Dame Caroline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I am the servant of the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague the city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago.
Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh great, I was hoping we could have one of those bumbly cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on the case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival?
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought into the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rougier. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grandly with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws? No one told me that detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
I know exactly what I'm going to say. Select a key phrase you find suspicious, and Falcon will press for a witness. Okay. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury do not like having their time wasted. Select a statement question. Blood on her paws. Also, I want to ask about the sliced open corpse. Inspector, you say Dame Caroline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like a guilt to a convict.
Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grandly's, of course.
How can you be so sure? I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Caroline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grandly. Judge, Falcon is trying to delay that trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grandly?
I do, actually.
I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Caroline's paws has nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Caroline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where does the blood come from?
Came from the stake. On the evening of the murder, Dame Caroline ate a bloody rare steak.
Is it true, Monsieur Rabbington? Well, in a manner of, speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well,
wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No.
We have it. You gained a little favor with the jury. This is interesting. We have a jury in this game as opposed to Ace Attorney, where it's just kind of you figure out whether it's right or not. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on just a minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite crucial.
Which is?
Dame Caroline is an elegant bourgeois kitty. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and her perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left and the knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that's a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet, something that forced Dame Caroline to eat with her paws. It was the silverware that was missing. Dame Caroline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen. Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rougiel residence when we performed the initial investigation, but as it happened, Baron Rougiel approached us about this very subject last night. Ah. Innocent, perhaps. What a twist. Again, a little favor with the jury.
What's the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you I am most thorough investigative officer on the force. Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. I perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine, so be it, messieurs. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robitio de Rombino, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robitio de Rombino, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the, witness please introduce himself to the, court record? As if anyone in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Robitio de Rubinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste, tu es une pipe. You may have seen my work in hip magazines like Le Branche or C'est Chouette. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very impressive, Mr. Rubinio, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities were on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rougiel to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7:30. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rougiel and left. Like a true artist. Like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you can all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is quite an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Rougiel, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Seigneur Poteur de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Caroline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhat, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from this photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Granouille, and the second is the defendant, Dame Caroline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington, this proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon, I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Volerti told us earlier, that's the exact time the murder took place. So you see, Falcon, every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Caroline herself. Falcon, something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Caroline told us she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Rubinio's photograph.
That's true, but I can't use Dame Caroline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If we want to prove that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. The defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock solid evidence. Okay. No, no, no. Crap. I didn't mean to click on that. Never mind. I'll ask something else. At 7 p.m. Oh, wait, hold on. Then it is the photo. I thought it was... Okay, photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. Mistake? Impossible, I told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect unbiased evidence. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. It's the clock. The clock in this photograph. There is something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the clock, key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in this picture. And it's that the clock has no hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge at the Chateau Clinière has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Ruggiero, his housemaid, if you have any doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error precisely where the clock's hand should be? Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. Would have been a simple task considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all of the photograph subjects out of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinho coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho. Fine, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Gongli? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitted that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered by whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear, by his clause, more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His clause, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Putois de Miao, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Putois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting the honest and beloved Baron Rougiel deliberately tried to fame Dame Caroline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion.
But, Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. I trust the defense has no objections?
No objections here.
Fantastic. Oh, before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay, Baron Rougiel. On the night of the,
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grandouille left to visit the garden. Dame Caroline followed behind him moments later. Seigneur Putois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grandouille and Dame Caroline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Very well then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rougiel, am an honest man.
Next time on Let's Cats, let's see what he has to give.